Kings tramp on top of P-Mac. Sounds like an E-flat. Quattro doors, ablaze with my circle. Involve my sea circle. Kings back, but not that high. I'm a beaver, not that fly. Bugging you, not that kind. Look like a mean mug, what did I do? Try to relax. Let your feet hover, fall off your path, let the leaves suck you. I didn't mean that. You said you needed intensive care. I got the weed pack, cocked 10 bags of your head. You said you need that. With the tail, I brought the whole steed. Giddy up, wasn't funny. What you call money? Bring the green back, but greed is always left intact. Popeye, pro bono, at Milo, pro in defenso, pro bono.
Progress need no promo. Brainwashed by TV programs, no. Proclaim lower self, project higher than rockets. Profound like fork tongues and sockets. Protection lacking, project in a direction away from blacking or be lacking. In a zombie procession, most profession keep you from progressing. Denying due processing. Prosecutor wants no impropria persona in full life for obia. Prodigal son, nautical, astronomical one. All pro, never implausible, cause probable. Proactive, not passive. Man's captive, problem. Children angry and hyperactive. Needs more probiotic. Pro-black is pro-death. I'm proceeds and process. Pro-democracy, Mars keep me perplexed. Not hearing innocence, Kirkman Bay's Mars profess. Seating no Mars in the back with no protest. Spiritual work is in progress.
Speaking pro is best, a point I emphasize, no stress. Meaning attend to what is or is to be, what's not less. Communications and tests and verbally I express my progress and high probability for profit we opt to get. Opportunities that set our plots in check. To apply the domino effect, a story connects. More important than the past project, hence we document to step correct when we reflect. Plus self-respect to the tech, what's real and focus on growth. This is what it is and reduce the theme of this verse, so take note. I proactively promote the quotes that I wrote and enlighten. Stimulating my state to be one more great from inciting. Affirmations that heighten implementation and writing. Healthy reminders inciting the calm-minded to fighting. Or more like a dance, the mental train. Know what I'm saying? Like Coach Nim said, it's often the weak that complain.
Pro bono, publico, pro facto, pro in defenso.
Pro bono, progress need no promo. Brainwashed by TV programs, no.
Speaking pro is best, my progress project. I proactively promote the quotes that I wrote.
Look, if you want to read it, read Stanley Lane Poe's The Moors in Spain, written in 1887, or Alejandro Mataziza. Read his book in Spanish, The Moors in Spain, and said that even the bath was introduced by those Africans.
Ain't no goddamn motion picture.
They got me looking for the artifacts till my heart collapse. I be running through the scene like I'm on a lap. The way we left them on the scene put us on a map. So I be all up on the scene looking hard for all the stolen Moorish artifacts. Like I'm Artemis. See, I be running through the scene like I'm on a mission. The way they left about the scene made it hard to miss them. See, I be all up on the scene looking for my shit like red flags and green sashes. We assassins. Triple gold, my fist high like I'm Selassie. Physical, your men die, we everlasting. In the cold like Northgate, winter, Alaska. Killing the pastor, breaking it down my mind like a disaster. Ass whooping the bastard. If you don't represent the serpentine bloodline, more by bloodline, welcome to the front line. Baby, I want mine. I'm so impatient, I'm cutting up in the lunch line. I call it crunch time. They trying to punch some, but I ain't Noble Time. I'm Noble Charlie. I'm working overtime. Hidden treaty, 1787 times 711. Higher than 7 heavens. Steady, no guessing. Better stomach the lesson. Booby trapped in the house. I'm home alone like Kevin. So step in. I'm here to make my case with law and rest it. I Shemitar the flies, no hairs, necklace. I keep a peppermint on the top of the dresser. Working 7 days a year, looking for the stolen Moorish artifacts, like I'm Artemis. See, I be running through the scene like I'm on a mission. The way they left about the scene made it hard to miss them. See, I be all up on the scene looking for my shit like
doctrine of discovery from Maghreb Al-Aqsa. Always challenge jurisdiction of your captors. Stand on your square, no apron or protractors. Who manifest Hep Chef, something like Cleopatra. Man is man tantra, know that self mantra. Get out the lower self and vibrate. vibrate your chakras. Walking on the higher road, my staff on my levels of Allah. If my God protected more with the sevens up. Four quadrant halos, celestial pharaohs. Exposed those Socrates and Plato's. Chopped down my cherry tree and still couldn't bury me. In their secret lodges, they pretend to be me. Indiana Jones, national treasures, angels and demons, and one world agendas. Razor blade smiles, alien, reptilian, running corporate governments with ward civilians. Invisible wars, police state has risen, uplifting falling from their mental prisons. 5-point star drawn, vortex and wormholes leads to behind the backs of turncoats.
Floating more artifacts, like I'm Artemis. See, I be running through the scene like I'm on a mission. The way they left about the scene made it hard to miss them. See, I be all up on the scene looking for my shit like.
But remember, when it came a time in 1506, Africans ruled Spain from 711. We were calling ourselves Moors, M-A-U-E-R-S-N-M-O-O-R-S, from 711 to 1485.
Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone. Let the world know Drew Ali came. Brought a flag, religion, and free national name. Brought an ID card, don't flash at the hybrid. Learn about the righteous and when we were the pirates. Ancestral creed, clandestine heed, warnings of the prophet, they can't intercede. Canaanite, Hittite, Amorite brethren, needed new homes to Atlantis direction. North, south, and central, flag continental. Founder and uniting of the Moorish holy temple of science. Nationality is alliance, always in defiance of their worship compliance. Active, not passive, estate is massive. Use the compass, draw circles around your passions. Carpenter's tool in the man workshop. Corsica bandana, covered eyes in bird box. Return to ancestors' mind, descendants of ancients. Forget the mundane, knowledge attainments. Guided by the principles, our own laws and customs. If they teach but don't bring up Drew Ali, don't trust them. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone.
I told a Filipino woman about Drew Ali. We got more into the pedigree. She said she more. I said that meant more to me. Couldn't have this conversation a few years back when I was a few years black. 2,000 years I cried in tears, but I'm back. Still here, thought manifested from a higher tier. I appear, spirit and flesh with divine warnings. Choose life or death. I heard my mother utter to the Negro, black or color, African American, and that's another. Moors be yourself, no other. You're the last puzzle in place, now move others. Hatred, slander, lewdness, murders. The pleasure of the lower, rich in promise, so you can prevent effects from causes. So a seed planters, so a seed growers. Deep in the soil, with love, truth, peace, freedom and justice. Born on a Friday, I put that on Venus. Creative faith, Allah, you's a genius. You sent your last prophet to uplift me, so I gotta tell everybody. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes it another lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in the lost state. Prophets told me up, right. Brought me to a lost gate, cooking like I'm Saute, rapping like I'm Denzel, Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. And no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death if it's slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astral plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle, using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, fact slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brainwaves, squash my heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, Negus appearing real, all I see is false evidence.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day, son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law, makes it a literal lost case, with case laws, we break them down like Jericho, keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho, or keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio, fake pandemics announced over the radio, annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains, I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way, I was in a lost state, prophets took me up right, brought me to a lost gate, cooking like I'm Saute, rapping like I'm Denzel, Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel, and no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up, warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up, born in the manger, sworn to be savior, walk through the valley of the shadows of the death if it's slavery, looking for life, the book of Genesis, astral plane entrances, invoke the nemesis, abstract images of past lives kicking in, danger, running for your life, finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle, using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, fact slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brainwaves, squash my heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, Negus appearing real, all I see is false evidence, they are feminists, stomped on by elephants, won't let go prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the cold magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book all maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane with no veil of shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Want to give it a try? Want to give it a try? You want to know though? You want to know something? Since they're forcing people to do stuff and all that, people losing their job and all this, we want to know, where's the TikTok vaccine? Where's that? Any doctors out there want to bring the TikTok vaccine? Any doctors out there want to volunteer? There's a pandemic right now called TikTok. You worry about wrong pandemics. You're worried about pandemic that 99.5% you're going to come out of it.
if you catch what the pandemic stuff was on, 99.5%, there's a 0.5 point, listen, there's a possibility that you are going to die if you get this. Out of so many people, millions of people on the planet got this thing. 99.5% of them recovered. They're fine. They ain't got no issues right now. So we want to know, where's the TikTok vaccine? Where's that? TikTok moderators to suppress posts by ugly people and the poor to attract new users. Who are the people who use this stuff more? The ugly people and the poor, right? They're the ones. These are the people who, right? The makers of TikTok, the Chinese video sharing app with hundreds of millions of users around the world, instructed moderators to suppress posts created by users deemed too ugly, poor, or disabled for the platform. These same documents show moderators were also told to censor political speech in TikTok live streams, pushing those who harmed national honor or broadcast streams about state organs such as police with bans from the platform. So pretty much everything you get on there is some bot. 99.9% of the people on there are bot. And that little fraction of people who are really on there doing some good or whatever like that, they already got the message. They're doing you a favor. I know your children use TikTok more than they read books. I know this. Especially the girl ones. I know this. Because I've been working in the communities with our people and been seeing that it's our people who's the problem. It's our people who's the problem. Because they're just supporting things because they have nothing of their own. Which is why we give supreme honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Give supreme honors. Supreme honors. Because it's really great to know that we have our own. We have our own. It just needs activation. But we have our own. And certain mores are activated to the fact that we have our own. activated to the fact that we have our own. So I'll take you back 4 days ago. I'll take you back 4 days ago. So you can recognize what it is we had. So we're going back to the first convention. The first convention. When the Moors recognized themselves as a nation. But conventions are national, right? When you say convention, you always think that it's a national thing. It's not some little around the corner thing. So the national convention for the temple, for the movement, for all the manufacturing companies, for everything that was involved with the Moorish nation at the time. You see it right there, 1928. Months before Noble Drew Ali's murdered, because he had a convention where Moors from all over the country, right, which is, Morocco. Moors came from all over the country to the convention. And this is not some, secret scoop info or something like that. This is researchable. Right. Think about how you never heard too much talk about the Moorish Convention. Hear about everybody else's stuff. Always hear about everybody else's stuff. But you ain't hearing about Noble Drew Ali's stuff. Why? You're not hearing about Noble Drew Ali's stuff. But it's all right. Because Moors know. And since Moors know, we let you know. That you know what they never told you. And you know the fact that they held it back from you. It must mean something. If they're holding all this back. If they're holding all this back, then it must be something. It must be something about this. Must be. Not maybe or anything like that. Must be. So we look at the convention. We'll lead up with some things being put out so that it could have some kick. So all these are articles, flyers of that time that got compiled into what we know as Moorish literature. Things that were relative to Moors and Moor Science Temple and Noble Drew Ali and whoever else got an honorable mention by the Moors. Because the Moors had it like that, Chicago, 1928. That they already have their connections so that they can have a convention and have a parade and all that. It's not going to be, everyone knows. No, 28. 1928. So the article was Moorish head makes plans for conclave. And the most notable thing when you hear conclave, most times is when the popes are going to get doing their stuff. And the cardinals and the bishops and everybody on the master's seal. Moors are having one of these. And the purpose is for that. Select what has to be selected so we can be a nation. Everyone who wants to be there, and you put in your vote, and we'll do the stuff right now at the convention. Remember, 1928. Dignitaries from all over attending this event put on by Moors. Beginning October 15th and continuing through the entire week, the Moorish Science Temple of America, of which Mr. Drew Ali is founder and president, will hold its first general conference at Unity Hall, 3140 Indiana Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. President Ali began definite plans to this end upon his recent return from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where he spent several days lecturing at the local Moorish temple. Drilling in that truth, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. You're just drilling the truth in. Do we have to make any more of this stuff up, or one more you want? What more you want? You want more than that? All right. This organization is playing a useful and definite part in advancing the sacred obligations of American citizenship. Indications are that this convention will be one of the most interesting ever held in the city. It will be featured by delegates attending in pilgrimages from 15 different states where local temples have been established. You really want the truth drilled in. Okay, keep playing games. Keep playing games. Don't worry, we got our birthright. I think these boys. This organization is playing a useful and definite part in advancing the sacred obligations of American citizenship. Indications are that this convention will be one of the most interesting ever held in the city. It will be featured by delegates attending in pilgrimages from 15 different states where local temples have been established. It is still true. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my gosh. You know they can't stop it. They just have to be in tune with Allah. When Allah tells them, drill the truth in, here they come. All in blue. And like Morris said, it's been months. I haven't heard them drilling in a good while. Since probably the last time that we were on this. And they were drilling. It's all just to let you know how serious it is. It will be featured by delegates attending in pilgrimages from 15 different states where local temples have been established. Remember, he said he's the prophet, right? And then he said Chicago's going to be your Mecca. You see that? So all these people taking Hajj, because they're Moors, Muslim and all that stuff. Now they can do that without having to go all the way over there. Now you see why Sati Majid and all these people were mad. See why all these traders were mad? Because he wasn't here for playing games. But Nobuju Ali had this convention for the Moors, and the Moors showed up in the thousands. And everybody can't even be inside. Didn't you hear they say 15 different states? You think what? You think that's just one individual? Just one individual from whatever state? So 15 extra people? So 15 other people showed up. The Grand Chief, the governor, the secretary, or whatever from these 15 different states. That's it. They didn't bring their members with them? You really think they didn't bring their members with them? So everybody's going to the convention, and then these members, how many people were in these temples? When it is 15 different states with local temples, all right. That's just the states. How many temples were in each state? If there's 15 different states with temples, how many temples were in each state? How big was this stuff really? Huh? If his temple alone had thousands, What do you think this what do you think this convention is? You think this is some organization, religious thing? There's no way that you think this is some religious thing if this is how convention's looking. There will be an interesting parade in which men and women members will wear regalia similar to that worn in Eastern countries. A camel will be used. During the sessions, specific reports of the general work and civic accomplishments of local accomplishments will be made. Where the Moorish Science Temple get a camel from? Just have a camel? There's no a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that has camels. Who are these people called Moorish Americans that they got camels and stuff like that? So doesn't that bring into question camel being over here? Doesn't that bring into question, where are you? You really know? Now, where are you? Where are you? You better know where you are, because it was laid down by your president, Noble Drew Ali. Oh, you think he called him president because of some religious corporation, Moorish Science Temple? That's why he's called president? And if that is so, then wouldn't that mean that's the same thing U.S. is doing, and you guys are reckoning with them like they're legit? So how are you hitting on Morris? If he's the president of a religious corporation, well, that's the same thing that they do. They take oath on constitutions and stuff, right? They have Korans and all that stuff at their house, right? So that means religion's in there, right? Okay, so if they can do that, how come when Moors do that, you're mad at Moors? Or somebody been playing games with you? Has somebody been playing games with you? Because clearly somebody lied to you about Noble Drew Ali and what this stuff was about. Somebody lied to you. What type of impact you think it's gonna have on the children that they got to ride a camel? Where's all those pictures at? The children riding the camel at the Moorish parade for the first convention. And where's all the other pictures that were taken? Because they can't have those 6 pictures only. Those can't be the only pictures. So where's all the rest of the pictures at of the convention? Forget minutes. We want pictures. You got all the different pictures of the Prophet smiling, happy because the Moors are happy. We want all those pictures. Somebody got them. Somebody got the pictures. Somebody's got the pictures. There can't be just those pictures of the convention only. No way. No way. Where's the pictures? Bring the pictures. Stop playing around. Somebody's got them. They buried somebody. They buried somewhere. We're talking about the impact of the Moorish convention. If you want to put your thoughts in there, push the link. If you want to talk some BS about Noble Drew Ali, you're going to get the hang up. And you're going to get the cursed out. So tread lightly. So we want to know where the pictures are. We don't want just these pictures only. Where's the rest of the stuff? Did they drill it in again? Oh, they're drilling it in again. Huh? Oh, they're drilling it in. Okay, we'll go again. Sure. There will be an interesting parade in which men and women members will wear regalia similar to that worn in Eastern countries. A camel will be used. During the sessions, specific reports of the general work and civic accomplishments of local accomplishments will be made. Reports also of business enterprises that have been established in connection with these temples, such as 2 grocery and market stores in Detroit, a laundry in Pittsburgh, and a moving and express business and grocery in Chicago. You tell me that only 5 Moors were in this? Noble Drew Ali and Supreme Council, and that's it? Nobody else was involved with this? Please. They knew what nationhood was back then. At least the ones who established with Noble Drew Ali what the Moors were supposed to be inheriting today. Islam Moor.
Islam soldier. How's everyone?
You know how it goes, bro. We're keeping our minds right.
No doubt. I just want to take this opportunity out to share my thoughts with the platform.
Islam Moor.
I'm just really thankful. Honestly, we as a people have a lot to be thankful for. Mm-hmm. Everything on this planet, man, comes from us as a people. Everything. That hybrid alveoli, second class. If it wasn't for us, they would not exist. What's so hard about somebody seeing that? You can't put 2 of them together and make one of me. But you can put 2 of me together and make one of them.
Straight.
I mean, what's the problem? I don't see why people can't see national principles, especially on our side. These traders, man. I'm sick and tired of them. Man, I wish I'd be so glad when divine law give us the green light. Remember those images we saw on the wall? Dragging them by the head. they like, for real, man. With divine law, man, give us the strength, to get these people off our land, man. They killing us as a people, bruh. And I'm sick of it. And on everything I got, man, I'm standing on national principles. I don't care what nobody else say, because I know what the prophet brought us as a nation, man. What's so hard about seeing who you really are?
Yeah.
Stop
your face.
accepting all these tags, man. This don't make any sense. They
But like we
playing
say,
games.
it doesn't. It's not gonna make sense to the students because we're
Yes.
we're not even in that realm. You know, this is where it goes into us putting our energy in ourself. It ain't
Yes.
no
All right.
it
But
ain't no, it ain't no waking them up like that. In
they
like that happened with Drew Ali. That happened with Drew
well, I'm gonna
Ali.
keep my I'm gonna
Everybody waking up and becoming conscious or whatever. That was when that happened.
well, I'm gonna keep my thoughts positive because I want to see it. Me personally want to see it happen again.
Yo, it happened. It happened already with you, with me, with other Moors who didn't fall for the BS.
But I want to be able to walk outside and see a million feds going all over the place. That's what I want to see. Nothing else really matter. I don't see no clubs. I don't even see myself half the time. I don't. Because I
Well,
already know it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Man,
yeah, exactly.
our country is under occupation and they got our people saying they come from somewhere else and they are not who they really are. They rather accept social constructs. I just don't get it.
Yeah, you
I
never will.
I just don't get it, man.
You never will get
Again,
it.
so again, that's why those images on that wall, dragging them, cutting their heads off and stuff. Man, I ask divine law with everything in me. Let me live to see those days again.
As well.
They in trouble, man. Especially those that look like me. Creflo Dollar behind the pulpit with all this la 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 la, blah 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 blah, nah 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 nah. Talking about he's speaking like he got more than one tongue. He's speaking in tongues. I'm sick of that, man. I don't see why people can't see that. You can't go nowhere out in public and talk to someone like that and they understand what you're saying. It's gibberish. And he got the whole church speaking it. Like they really talking to somebody, man.
Just
This
like
is crazy.
just like the same way that you can't go to a blind man and show him something that's not braille and tell him to read that.
Exactly. Whew.
But remember,
Breathe.
that guy's a blind man. He has a reason that he can't see it.
Yeah, he got
He's
an
not making
excuse.
excuses. He ain't got making no excuses why he can't see.
Right.
There's a
He ain't making
reason
no
why.
excuses.
They all they do is make
Blind.
up excuses. That's all they do. Make up excuses, blame other people for their whatever, and not handle their own stuff. So it is what it is.
It's
You know what I mean?
crazy. It's like when it comes to um some of us, some of us as a people, some people that look like me, when it comes to them, they don't they don't know what is wet already. They don't know
Yeah,
fire is hot. They don't I can't I'm not even gonna try to wrap my mind around it.
yeah, you
Like
can't.
I said, I'm waiting for divine law, honestly, to give us as a nation the okay to drag them, yo. Especially Meek Mills for putting those images on the side of that bus. Drag him, yo, so the world can see. They was created in a laboratory. What the fuck I'm being afraid of them for? They were created in a laboratory from our science that our mother left us. that some big head took advantage of? I don't see them, bro. It's just that I'm waiting. I'm really waiting. I'll be so glad when mother makes her mind up and say enough is enough. The air will change. And once the energy in the air change, they done. And you know they are we're in the age of Aquarius. It is happening, but it's whole seem like me it's happening at a slow pace. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because we are in the age of Aquarius. So truth is gonna come regardless. And people gonna have to deal with it. If they can't stop truth from coming out, everybody can count the two now. Everybody can count the two. They in trouble. It's listen, now I'm gonna say a personal incident that I had to go through with this woman that I'm involved with because I'm still trying to convince her that she ain't Negro, black, or colored.
You can't.
And no, she's coming around. She is coming around because I'm not gonna let hate destroy her. I love her. I'm not gonna let
But
hate destroy
you heard
her.
you heard what you said. She's
I
coming
am
around.
not. Yeah.
He said, she's coming around. That has nothing to do with you.
Right.
She has to come around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why I'm constantly in her ear. She mad at me, but I show her because they put stuff on TV right in front of her. They just put stuff and then they say stuff right in front of her. And because she's like a novice. She's just starting to realize the game that's been played on her as on the whole. She can't see stuff in movies that they put right in front of her.
Yeah, but you just
Like
said that she's a novice. Well, you just said she's a novice, so you can't expect her to see it. She's not gonna see it, even if you show it to her. Because remember where your mindset is at in relation to her mindset, it's gonna be overwhelming. It's not.
it is,
It's not
but
in. It's not in tears, right? It's not in
uh,
tears.
right.
It's in.
Right.
It's in.
Uh,
A full amount, which the full amount is
mm,
going to be overwhelming, and then they're not going to get
overwhelming,
anything.
right?
No matter what you
They're
tell
gonna
them, you show them, it's going to go over them because you know what I mean. They got their they're trying to put their head at the fire hydrant.
what?
Right?
Yeah, I hear what you said, soldier. But the prophet said the greatest admiration you can give to another individual is to be completely honest with him. I mean, I'm gonna give him the whole pot in the kitchen, the live. I'm gonna give him all of it because it all belongs to her. If it overwhelms her, so be it. You still need to know. You can't say you weren't told. Accept the truth for what it is. You've been played with. Stop believing in all that creflo dollar nonsense, all that TD Jakes, all that
No, but that's not
BSC.
but that's not nonsense. That's psychological warfare. That's not just some church
Accepting
stuff.
that.
That's not just some church stuff, some Bible stuff. They've been doing rituals on our people using that stuff,
I agree
and
with you.
they have them. And you're
I
trying
agree
to tell
with you.
them after 20 years, 30 years in the church or whatever about their mores and they need their birthrights and all that. They're not hearing any of that.
I know. They just
They're
turn
not
off
hearing that.
completely.
All
And they,
right.
they just
So the
mm,
the stress-free approach, is what Noble Drew Ali said. Be yourself. You ain't got to convince
exactly.
anybody of anything. You don't got to say a word. Be.
I'm not. I
Be doesn't have anything to do with talking.
all right. Yes.
Be
Yes.
has nothing
Yes.
to do with talking.
Yes.
You be yourself, and then let them see you being yourself, and let them want to know something. We don't gotta be giving them the wheelbarrow with all the stuff in it, because you already know as soon as you give them the thing, they're gonna topple it over, and then now you gotta pick all the stuff back up, put it in the thing. So you shouldn't even give them the wheelbarrow.
Listen, that's how the wheelbarrow came to me. I ain't rejected.
But they're rejecting it.
That's their fault. That don't make no sense to me. That's why I say I can't wrap my mind around it
But
because
that's what I'm saying.
it didn't come.
You're
It didn't
trying to
come to tears in
comprehend.
me.
You're trying to comprehend from a place where you're not there. Where they're at, they have to get to where you're at. You can't go to where they're at because you don't know where they're at. They're in darkness. You don't know where they're at. You're just feeling around in the dark trying to find them. You don't got to feel around for them. You go be the light. And if they're really on it, they're going to see the light and then they're going to do what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
But you're
So
not
I
going to
want
make them like that, in
not
that way. Like, well, because I dropped it like this, they're going to get it. No, they're not.
accept it for what it is, huh? Yeah, I know. But I can't sugarcoat the truth, man. I'm gonna drop the whole lunchbox on them, yo. They can accept it for what it
But
is.
again, you're only dropping the lunchbox on them if they ask. You're not divulging anything.
No. I don't.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
you're right.
unless somebody
Uh,
says something like, for example, I don't have vaccine conversations.
right, right,
When people
right, right.
start going into that realm of there's something out there and whatever. I don't have those conversations
Because it's not true.
because I already know that that's not how you're looking at it. Ain't the way. So you go talk
Mm-mm.
with people who think that way about that stuff. I'm not having no conversation about that because I already know what's up. I'm not having conversations about why you shouldn't eat pork. You still important 2020? Well, hey, do your thing.
Right.
I got nothing to say to you. If it's like that, if the negligence is like that,
It's
then
crazy.
you better be yourself and don't even concern yourself with these people because all they're gonna do is take the wheelbarrow and dump out all the stuff that you just took 5 hours putting in the wheelbarrow. And
Dump
then
it in
and
5 seconds.
then they're not gonna help you put the stuff back in the thing. So just like you said, take a deep breath and shit, and then forget trying to convince anybody of anything. Because it's the boat has left the dock. You ain't convincing them.
Hmm.
They're gonna
Like
stand at waiting for the next boat that they ain't no next boat.
they waiting on they looking for Jesus. They missed their real prophet.
They're even waiting for the prophet.
They missed their real prophet.
And he ain't coming back. So they better stop playing if they're waiting for Drew Ali and all that.
I said they was waiting for Jesus and they missed their real prophet. They looking for Jesus. They missing Drew Ali
Yeah,
right in front of their face.
they're still missing him.
Yep,
Right?
man. But
Amor said in the chat. Drew Ali said, "Take it and save yourself." Ain't saving
all
them.
right, all right. So let me just take this opportunity to tell you thank you for everything you've been doing for the nation, man, and for me
Islam more.
as a human. Islam soldier.
Islam
I'm
more.
Islam. Got a lot. We as a people still got a lot to be thankful for. Some days I walk around here. I don't say anything about nothing. I let people see for themselves. But when certain things happen in front of me, sometimes I just speak without saying it. Just speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's right there in front of my face. I speak on it. If you
No,
hear it, then
nothing's wrong with speaking on it. It's just because it's the expectation of a response.
Right.
because it's the truth. Why wouldn't you agree with it? And then they're debating stuff. Don't have the expectation of the response. When you drop it, you just drop it and then you go about your business. You don't care whether they take it or don't take it. It has nothing to do with you. It's not about a dialogue about it after you give them the key. After they get the key, they're either going to lose it or they're going to go open the lock with it.
Yeah, after you giving them the ingredients, they should be able to make their own pot of food after you got the ingredients. You got the ingredients, you got everything to take right there to prepare your food. Give you the
Exactly.
key, take the key to unlock the door.
Exactly.
You got the keys, just take it and unlock the door. Free
Right.
yourself. Free your own mind. Get out of your lower selves. Start with your higher self. Lower self is that hybrid European. Stop dealing with them. It's crazy. Well, I'm again, my heart and my gut and my intuition at peace. I made it to the other side. I recognize national principles.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And it's from there forward. The only reason you're looking back is to see
I
how
care.
close we are if they're at
I,
arm's reach.
I
But you ain't going
right.
back
I
for
still
them.
care about it.
You know what I mean?
I can't. I
Yeah.
ain't going back in that dead status. That's that graveyard status, man.
Yeah.
That's
In
that
every way
graveyard
though.
status.
In every
Yeah,
way. Even with
uh,
engagements with them.
yep.
Even with dealing with them, you're putting yourself in that graveyard energy. Because you
They
already know
they they
about national
language is
principles.
corrupt. Right.
Everything's corrupt.
Nothing else
Not even
matter.
just not
Right.
even just their language. More than that. And again, we're not talking about some modern European. We're talking about our people.
Yeah.
Because you ask any modern European, they'll tell you that what their nationality is when you put them against the wall.
But they ain't gonna tell you they slaves though. They ain't
What
gonna
they'll
tell
tell
you
you.
they real national.
What they'll
How
tell
come
you.
they
Was
all
there
every time listen, every time I try to post that, they always erase it.
Yeah.
every time every time I try to post that they are slaves, they erase the comment. They will not let me post that they are slaves.
Yeah.
Because Slavic is a real nationality. Slovakians, slaves. They got us calling ourselves slaves, and then they calling themselves Americans.
No, we call ourselves slaves. So they call
Right,
themselves American. Not they make us do anything. We call ourselves
right.
slaves. So
That's
they,
exactly where it's
the
at.
Europeans, the modern European, is gonna take American. Obviously. Like if you're gonna say you're a slave, then fine. I'm American.
Yeah,
Why would I be a slave too? Why would I say I'm a slave if you're saying you're a slave? Somebody's gotta be the master around here.
exactly.
What a bunch of slaves gonna
I
do?
don't.
You
I don't.
see, a bunch of slaves not gonna do anything. What they gonna do?
Mm,
They're just gonna sit there,
nothing.
make teepees, talk about their Indians.
Where the smoke at?
Peace, brother
Where
Taib.
is
Islam, Islam, Islam.
Islam? Islam.
Hey, I just want to say, Grand Sheet, I appreciate all the help, man. Everything that you're doing for the community, man. You know, like just for like the Moorish community, and just like helping everybody, man. Like you just bring me to the science, like just like let me know who Noble Jolly is, and find out all the information about like RV Bay publications, and just like guide me on my journey. You know, I ain't never know about all this stuff. You know, like now I'm just going on a new journey now. You know, like it's just crazy, like knowing about all this stuff, cause I never knew about it. I was just like dead in my mind, and like I was just like lost. Now I'm just like a whole new natural person now. You know,
Like what? What? Speak about that. Speak about that place right there. The same lost thing. The lost place, and um,
I was like in the abyss, like I was
mm,
doing like wrong. I was doing wrong things. Like I had like guns, like I was with the wrong people, like I had like, like when you in your cardinal ways, like you just do wrong things. Like I
yeah,
was with wrong women, I just like was outside late night doing wrong things, like just breaking people windows, like throwing rocks at people's cars, and just like, I can tell you the truth. I was just like breaking and entering.
mm,
These are things I was just doing.
yeah.
I had like I was just like burning, like doing arsonists and stuff. And then like I finally like found out like new things. Like I had like just changed my way around.
Now, what
So
was the what was the turnover? Like, what made you say, "Oh, forget this. I gotta go straight."
uh, when I had gotten in trouble, like at school, um, like when I was hanging with the wrong person, I had like just stopped because like when I had went to court, they had told me that was just my turnover right there. They was like, "Oh, you're looking at like 25 years." They always say in the state of Florida, like they be like, "Oh, you're looking at 25 years," but I was just on like court detention, so there's like you're looking at 14 years though. So when I finished it, I had met my friend, and then like he just started telling me like, you need to learn about the Moors. So when I started looking them up, like how like they always put like the Moors, the traders, this and that.
Yeah,
So I started finding out by myself because like me and him, like we was just bashing on like the Moor science and everything. So I was just looking it up for myself, and then like he looked at me different because like I started finding out like, okay, the Moors are like really like great people, but
mm,
he didn't know like because he was still stuck in this like black mindset. So I was showing him like the Ethiopian flag and how it still connects still to like the Moorish flag. So I was like, man, like this is our flag. This is the American flag. He's like, nah, this is not the American flag. So he was like, man, I don't want to speak about that. So when we had went to the library the next day, I had looked up affairs. I was like, hey man, like we really Moors because Dr. Khalid Muhammad spoke on that. So I sent it to him. And then he was like, man, go tell another Moor that. And then I sent him another Moor's video. He shut down the computer. He left. He said, don't text me, don't call me, don't come over my house, none of that. And then I was like, all right. So I already knew like this was gonna be my journey. Like, okay,
yeah,
yeah, like this was me. Like I'm finna go
yeah,
this way.
yeah. For
So
real.
it was a park over here called like Alma Rock where Tarsden was at. And that's where the consulate was at, like they had given me papers, like documents, and I had met them. So like I think I had my fez on, and I had seen like some consulate members and stuff, but they gave me half of like the documents though. So I was like, okay, like where I supposed to go to get like the documents? So I was like, okay, it's kind of fishy. So I used to always go to like their little park, and then like when that was over with, they had shut the little park down, and then like I had met brother Menelik. I had seen him online because I seen like his page and everything on Facebook. So I scrolled on his page, I had him as a friend, and then I called him up on Facebook Messenger, and I told him, I said, "Hey man, I got these documents from like the consulate." He was like, "The consulate? Nah, man, nah, they full of shit. They full of shit." He's like, "Man, I recommend you to go to RVB Publications." I was like, "Who is that?" He's like, "Man, they the best, man. I'm trying to tell you." So I went on that. I was like, "Oh shoot, they got like a lot of information on that." So like I just started studying on that, and then I've been studying it for like a long time. And then like I started seeing like like the nationality cards, right travel cards, and student ID. And then like my journey started moving for a long time. Like when I had went to like the law library, because I remember like when I ain't had no fast, when I had went in there, I seen like a Moorish book. It's called like the Moorish appeals, and they seen me grab it. They was like, "Oh no, sir, you can't grab that book," because I ain't had the fez on my head. So I came in there the next day because I was researching up on the fez, and it said it was a crown. So I went to get me a fez offline, and I was trying to tell my friend, I was like, "Hey, a fez is like a powerful crown, like on this land." And I was telling him this is Morocco that we standing on. And he was like, "Man, nah, man, you can't wear that on this land. You can't wear this, man. That's over there in Africa across seas." I was like, no, you could wear that here. So I came in there the next day. They was quiet. They treated me respectfully and everything. I started getting all type of books. I was like, man, this is crazy. So I was like, I wonder if I can go inside like the courthouse, like and do all this. So I went in there and they treated me respectfully. I was like, whoa, this is different. So I was like, I never take it off. Never take it off. I promise you, I ain't never take it off. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, man. So I just started studying RVB, and I was like looking up all type of stuff, and I started studying up on like what is like the tarbouche, what is like different garments, like of like the Islamic clothing. Because when I was young, my mom she took me to like a Islamic center, like it's like right down the street from my way, so that's how I already knew about the stuff, but I didn't know about more science. I just had a Quran, and we just did like recitations and stuff. So we used to do like a lot of Akbar and stuff, So it was just wild like how it just like transitioned to me. So like everything just came back to me. Yeah, man, it's wild though. Like how far I came.
Yo, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
That's what it's
it
about.
is. Like I didn't even know, like, cause like when I started like studying, and I was the only one. I was the only one in my family, and I started learning about like Islam too. And my mama, she took me. She didn't take my brothers. And the people they grasped at me because they knew that I was like faster of like learning about Islam. So they're like, oh yeah, we want him. So they was like, okay, yeah, you recite faster. So like they had brought me to the front. They was like, okay, they was gonna give me like a title like L or Al or something like that. But I remember they had gave me one though, but I forgot it though. But like, if I still go there, I can like ask them. But so like when I had went there, they used to like have like these like different dishes. Like it was this bread, it had like crust, and it was like real sweet. So it's like all Islamic food there, and they had like hijabs they give out. They have like kufis, different garbs like with the clothing they wear, the shoes. They have all that there. So like it's like it was just like the Muslim faith from them, like so it's
Right.
like right up the street. I ain't know at that time, I was just like when you like conditioned, you don't know until like you reach a certain point. So when I had got up out of it and I started finding out about like, okay, yeah, like we Moors, you know, and it got real deeper. But nobody never told me about Noble Jolly though. Nobody never told me about him. So it got like real intense, like when I started finding out about
Why?
him and I started reading.
Why didn't it tell you?
Exactly.
Nah, it was kind of crazy. Like when I reached that point, like I think when I was staying like across town, and I just kept studying, but I never like typed in the M though. But like I never like typed in MOOR. So like I just like was studying on like esoteric mysticism, like all universal stuff. So I was just that type of person, like studying like all type of like nature and all type of stuff. But I never just like found out about the Moors. It was crazy until like I moved on this side where I'm at. So when I moved on the side where I'm at, my friend, he told me, he was like, just study the Moors, you know? But he never gave me a good side of it, though. He was like, man, they bad people, hey, this and that. I was like, huh? So, because I had like a cross necklace on. So he mentioned, he was like, oh, yeah, the cross necklace bad. I was like, oh, man. So which one you want me to pick? So when I started studying the cross necklace, that was good. I started studying the Ankh. The Ankh goes to the Rosicrucians, you know, like they studied like spirituality and stuff, you know. So when I was like breaking down all the stuff to him, he looked at me negative, like he was like, oh nah, man, I don't want you to talk about this or that, you know. please don't get into all that. We gotta be on this black power stuff, you know. Martin Luther King, he did help some people, but like, you know, Malcolm X, he was the top of the line, you know, because he always say Malcolm X, but he don't say L. How Shabbat. He don't never say that though.
Yeah.
So I be like, why you don't say L though? You know. So he had me confused. He had me really confused. He always say Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or he'll say like
Sell out.
He don't say Ali. Yeah, like he don't say it. And then he got mad at me when I had given him my Black Laws Dictionary. He was like, you ain't never give me no Black Laws Dictionary. You ain't never give me no Black Laws Dictionary. I was like, man, oh man, this is crazy. Because I remember when I worked with him and I had given my Black Laws Dictionary. And he was like, man, I can't trust you. Yeah.
Want you to reject yourself because he rejected himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, wow, like when man was just like going back and forth. So I just stopped. And then I tried to give him a book with the Moors in it. And he was like, man, I already read that book. A couple Moors gonna put that up online. It was Daughters of God, you know. I was like, you should read it. But he was like, nah, I don't want to read that book. I don't want to read nothing about the Moors. They lying. So I was like, man, all right, man. I don't even want to talk about it.
You should have started laughing in his face.
I mean, like I always laugh, but he get mad though because he know that like I'm probably right. But,
keep laughing.
And then he got mad at me because like I was wearing crystals. He was like, man, I like your crystals, they dope. So he started bringing up like all these like words that's like real big, and I started catching them because I was using etymon. So he was like, what does etymology mean? I was like, see, you ain't studying. And then like he want to like use like philosophy, and I was like, well, you're not getting deep in philosophy on me. So I was like, when you know about etymology and I can hear the words you saying, I can break it down quicker. So he got mad. He got real mad at me. He was like, man, get out my mama's house. Get away from my land. Don't come over here. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to really beat you up. I was like, what did I do to you?
Big bad man, ain't he? He big bad man, ain't
mad. He was real mad because he couldn't even name the crystals.
He couldn't even
name the words that I was telling him. So I was like, man, you can't get mad at me. And then he got his friend outside of him laughing.
You hurt his feelings. You hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I did.
With the truth, though.
Like, I did. So I was like, okay, name the crystals on my neck. So he was like, I don't know the crystals on your neck. So he was trying to say like, oh, I'm anti-intellectual. I was like, okay, tell me what do anti-intellectual go to and I break it down for you. He was like, I'm not gonna break that down for you because you think I'm gonna keep going back and forth with you. I was like, man, I'm all right. I'm not finna do that. So every word that he say, I said that you know I can get the etymon for you for that. He was like, man, stop saying that word. That word is aggravating me right now. It's agitating me, man. You say that one more time, I'm gonna pinch your motherfucking ass. I was like, oh my gosh, man, this man is nuts.
The true word is kryptonite to him.
So I promise you, like I was like, who was Jim Crow? I was like, who was Jim Crow? He was like, man, I don't know who's Jim Crow. And I was like, you don't know who Jim Crow is? His name was like Rice. So he was like, who is Rice? So I was like, look him up. He got like a gold tooth. I was like, go to that video with Childish Gambino. You'll see what he was doing. He was trying to show you subliminal biology in the video. He was like, man, I ain't got time for all that, man. You think I got time for all these more? Show me all this stuff in the video. And then I was telling him about the Confederate flag. I was like, the Air Force flag, right? He was like, man.
Well, you don't have time to read. You don't have time to read.
He post stuff. He just post stuff. So I was like, look, you don't know about the Air Force flag, right? He was like,
oh,
man, that's a sellout flag, man. That's a sellout flag, man.
You ain't even drop.
Y'all sold out your own mothers and y'all daughters, and y'all brothers. Man, I don't even want to talk to you. Don't even get by me. I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna beat you up. I was like,
You
man, oh
ain't,
my gosh,
He
man.
was
hey,
mad.
listen, he mad at you. You ain't even dropped the whole wheelbarrow on him. And you didn't even drop the whole wheelbarrow on him. He's still mad. Wow.
I'm so serious. I told him, cause I think he had like a case or something like that, and I was like, so you going to court for what are you doing, because like if you keep labeling yourself black, they're gonna dismiss it and they're gonna like stop it. They're gonna keep stopping your thing. You're like, man, well, a black man gotta survive in this world. He gotta do something. He gotta do something to earn money. So I was like, you cannot label yourself black, and you gotta get your nationality. Man, I don't need no nationality to do this, man. I don't need no nationality. I was like, all right, just don't come by me with all that attitude. I'm backing up from you. I'm just backing up from you. So he was just getting madder and madder. So he was like, common law this, common law. I was like, oh man, like he was just like remembering the words from the book, but he was like, well, Moses, they use common law and holiness quarters and all this other stuff. I was like, well, do you even know what this stuff means? Do you even know what rich means? Man, I ain't got time for rich, man. I don't even know what that stuff means. You tell me what it means since you want to bring it up. So I was like, oh man, he would have get mad at me because I bring up rich. I was like, do you know how many rich it is? I was like, just tell me how many rich it is. You tell me how many rich it is, then tell me how many rich it is. Tell me how many rich it is. I was like, oh man, he don't know how many rich it is. I was like, so you filing for a motion for dismissal, right? Yeah, I gotta go file for a motion for dismissal then, man, because I ain't got time for this, man. So when he went to go do that, he did not beat it. He did not, because he labeled himself as a Negro inside of there. So
his status was dead.
And he got mad at me. He was like, man, you ain't helped me. You ain't helped me. You lied to me. I ain't got time for you coming over here trying to do this to me, man. No, don't come over here trying to lie to me with that more stuff. So I was like, oh man. Nah, I did something wrong to you. I ain't taking promotion for dismissal.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
Listen, you ain't doing him like the sellouts doing, making buy a package. What are you talking about? He don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, this is every day. Like he don't even want me at his other house. He be getting so mad. He be like, don't come over my house. Don't do nothing to me. Don't come close to me. Like he mean. He real mean. Like he just nasty. Like every time I'm walking, because like I ain't have the transportation right now. So every time I'm walking, cause he used to pick me up. So like when we had fell out or something like that, cause he fell out with me. So he arrived right past me. He won't even look at me. He'll just keep driving. So you know how karma works. I'd be like, okay, that's your karma right there. His car breakdown. His car breakdown. His car breakdown.
They're always gonna get it. They're always gonna get it back. Always. They're always gonna get it back.
Right across his head. Right across his head. I'd be like, see?
Always.
That's you. You being nasty. So I'd be like, I don't do nothing to you. I don't do nothing to him.
What they say, you'll come amongst your own and they're gonna reject you.
Yeah. And then I have bring up the R wash, right? So I say, go look at like the Haitian flag, right? So I say, look on top of the tree. You'll see like a fez on there. Man, you think I care about that stuff? You think I really care about that? So I said, okay, go find out the peace treaty in Morocco, right?
Yo, what?
Man, that's the wrong peace treaty.
You don't care about none of that. Don't even waste your time.
I said, go look at the peace treaty. I said, go look at the real peace treaty in Morocco.
End all conversations with him immediately.
Oh no, I don't talk to him no more. Yeah. We won't even talk because he get mad with me quick. He get real quick mad. Like he get mad quick. Like
your light is too bright. Your nimbus is too bright for him.
You can't take it. You can't take the light. You can't take the light.
Yeah, he get mad.
You can't take the light.
That's how he is.
That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, just going back to the thing with going back to the convention, they couldn't handle the light of it.
They
right? Reports.
Yeah. Listen, but art it's the only thing that changes not. So they can deny it all they want to. It's right in your face, haters.
Right in their face.
That's why I say, like, your all is everything inside your mind. The all is Allah either way, you know. So when you talk about stuff like this, and these Negroes, they hear, they fly. Just like when I was walking, right, and I was I think I was flowing to no, I think I was banging your music one time, Grand Sheet. The one dude looked at me. He was like, "What is he saying?" He flew. He hit it. So I was like, I think I was playing when that one verse when I think when I was saying Morris took the Nile back home to Mississippi. He was like, "What?" He hit it. He hit it. And then you know that one where he was like brothers killing brothers, sisters killing dissing each other. They was like, oh no, they hit it. They all hit it because over here where I'm at, I'm in Tampa, right? So the one dude was on a bike. He heard me saying that. He started flying on the bike. I was like, yo, what's going on? I ain't do nothing to you. He started flying on the bike. So I'm like, man, like this is crazy. Every time I'm like banging your music and I'm just like jamming to it. I'm like jamming all the, or if I'm jamming like Take Notice, they're like, oh, I never heard that. so I'm like, Take Notice. The one dude hit the corner so fast he disappeared. I'm like, he must have ran some shit.
Wait until they hear that smothered man sell out.
I was like, yo,
smothered brother crazy. Man sellouts.
I was like, man, these dudes over here, like, they lost. They really lost because, like, like, so we got like the yardies and stuff down the street. So I was like, okay, I can see like they play the music and everything, but like you got like the Negroes, they walk past, or you got some Negroes like they be flying and they're banging music. So I play like Moorish MC when you're like Leatherfez, sell out. When you said that in your I think your song or something like that, right?
Mm.
So I kept saying that. Dude was like, what? What? Because he looking at my face. He kept looking. Because all he know, he keep thinking like, damn, the more seller. I'm like, no. I'm like, Leatherface.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
I just was jamming this every day. Every time I go inside the store, like I got like different nationalities. Like, okay, like this is you. Like, okay, this is you. Like, nah, this is not me. Like, I'm just jamming. But some of just flee though. They'll flee. You know, that's what happens. Like when I be jamming, or if I jam to like Rakael, all them.
Yeah.
all them will flee.
You know what they're afraid of more? You know what they're afraid of even worse than that? That fez you got on your head. That fez you got on your head.
Yeah. Cause the one church lady, she tried to get me. She's like, "Oh, you are a son of God, and you're light, bright." So I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Yeah, your tassel swing." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." She's like, "Can I get $1?" I was like, "Oh, I ain't got it, Mom. I'm sorry." So I was like, she tried to get me. She tried to get me, so I was like, nah. So I was like, my elder, he had called me. He was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. These damn old people, they'll try to get you. They try to be like, God bless you. And he was saying something to me. So I was like, man. But he was like, if you ask him that, he was like, something about like, ask them how was their day and God bless them. You know, they get agitated. So I guess that was his telling me though. Right. But yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, it was just crazy, man. You know how these people, they just, because we got a lot of, like I said, we got a lot of Masons over here, man. We got a lot of them. There was this one lady at Walmart. She was like, "Oh, you a Shriner?" I was like, "No, not a Shriner. I'm a moron. So like, oh, never mind. See you later.
Never mind.
Yeah, they don't want you to know your nationality. They don't want
But
you to know your culture. They don't want you to know exactly who you are. They want you to stay in that cemetery status, that dead status, so they can continue to mistreat you. And there will be no repercussion against it because you accepted it.
yeah,
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
once you
Just
accept
like
it, you're in the game.
yeah. Yeah. I think I was talking to
And before you go on, and once before you go on, and when you deny it openly to their face and you stand on natural principles, that kills all that dead energy they try to bring around you, man. Did that right on the spot.
yeah.
You you would
Yeah.
dead all you would dead all them dipsets. All
Yeah.
dipsets get dead. Dead dipset. Locks over here. Oh, you afraid of my hair? Oh, you really are afraid of my hair? Oh, you afraid of these locks, huh? Well, guess what? You're gonna see a whole bunch of them now.
Yeah.
Everything I know you afraid of, I'm giving you a whole dose of it. Especially that feds. Especially the feds. Since you afraid
Yeah.
of it so much, and you want me to reject it so you can wear it inside your little clubs and put all kind of writings on it. Well, that's my crown, bruh. What the fuck you doing? That don't belong in no
Yeah.
club. My mama gave me that.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to reject that? You want me to be somebody else so you can be me? And you get
Yeah.
mad at me
Yeah.
when you see me being myself. That's why they can't stay around you. You recognize the
That's
nativity. You ain't no idiot no more. They can't treat you like that.
yeah.
Because divine law get on that ass now.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
You can't.
Grassy.
And since you think you could beat me, I give you that. But I know you can't beat divine law.
That's true.
I know you can't beat
That's true.
divine law. So your lash is coming, and it's here.
Yeah.
We're in the age of Aquarius.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So bring it, haters. I'm in your face. Bring it. You think you're gonna make me reject myself so that you can be me? You crazy. You want me to be a rug so you can step on, clean your feet on, drop your mess on. That's what you want me to be? No, I ain't that. I'm not that. Nobody rug, bruh. Go
Yeah.
home, foreigner. Go home, foreigners. Slaves. Slovakians.
What they
Slavics. Occidentals. They got short-term memory.
Yes, they do.
Like they don't know that they slaves. Like you don't know that you're a Slovakian. Like you don't know that you're not American. You got short-term memory. That don't come with me. DNA over here. DNA over here. Blood over here. You can't have it, haters. So get your straw and put it in your own neck. And get off my mama titty. And go home to your own country. Stop sucking up all our resources. You ain't Americans. I don't get out of here, go home. Cause you stand past your bedtime. You stand past your bedtime, haters. And I'm getting really, really restless. I'm getting really restless. Really, really restless. Your time is here. I just can't. I'm waiting till the energy in the air, I mean, really changes. Really changes.
Spazzing.
Really changes. Boy, I got a lot of energy for all you haters. I got a lot of energy for all you haters.
Today was vet day. Today was vet day.
That's right.
Oh, that's it.
That's right. I'm so glad you put the link because I want to give these haters a piece of my mind, especially Meek Mills. You can't justify that no kind of way to me, bruh. That don't make no sense. You call that art?
Nah.
Man, you got to get out of my face with that nonsense. And I'm waiting on Ice Cube to take a fall. All these black, I'm waiting on them to take a fall because they're
Oh,
gonna be
they
some of
sell
the
out.
first ones hanging from the light poles around here with the priesthood. And what you gonna do? How you gonna apologize, man? You get privy counsel, you get told the truth, and you find out it's about you and your mama, and you deny it? Man, I don't get out of my face, bro. I don't love those who don't love themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can feel any kind of way you want to feel about me, Ice Cube, Benny Crump, Jesse Jackson, Luna Johnson, Professor Grip, Oprah Winfrey, all y'all haters who got privy counseling and decide to turn the other cheek like a spook at the door, and you scared of your own birthrights? I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all listen, and I know y'all trolls in the background anyway. Push the link. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Cowards. 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 That's what y'all are. Y'all weak. You're not gonna stand up for your mom. You're not gonna stand up for the one who gave you life. You're not gonna stand up for her. Well, get the fuck out of my face, bruh. Off with your damn heads. I'm putting spells on you. I'm telling. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. It is what it is. Que sera, sera. So mo it be. So mo it be. Bring it, Yodi. Uncuff your hands, Yodi, and throw me the keys to those 7 books. I mean that. This is the United Asia Major. Not Asia Minor 7 candlesticks, dipsticks. Now bring it. The priesthood is dead. Go home, foreigners. 55. 55, yeah? All right. 55, huh? Formed from Europe. All right. And Europe is not really Europe. It's Iberian Peninsula. It's all right there in the book. And they taking it out of context and presenting it to the people. And man, y'all cowards. Y'all cowards. I'm telling you to your face. You cowards. You're a liar and you're a cheat. You are of your father, the devil. And you ain't got no honesty in you. Haters. You don't love yourself. You don't love your mom. How you gonna find out the game is to kill her and you don't say anything? That's the whole game. You want to sit on the throne and claim to be the one that brought life on this planet. You ain't the one. She is.
Subjugation is real.
She is. And I got a belly button to prove it, punks. And I get that from my mama. Ain't no man carrying me in his belly. Stop it with the BS.
Yep.
The Asiatic woman is the founder of life on this planet. All forms of life come from her. And you want her to be a rug to step on when she gave you life, and you chose to accept that? Well, guess what? I don't see y'all because you don't see yourself. You don't see yourself. You're rejecting your own self so that they can live and be you. No, they got to be themselves. They can't be me no more, bro. I don't care what any of them say. My mind is on facts. I know how to interpret and comprehend now. And I thank divine law for that. I don't think no mystery hand from the sky. They been bit by a bat, man. That and it's walking on water all the way from over there to China over here. And they still going for it. You want me to go for that? Man, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Again, I'm just waiting until the energy and the air change. And it's changing. I see it. No other nations are, are dealing with them. Foods in the store drying up. The shelves are being empty. They destroying products, farm products out there to form a shortage. And then they already some people ain't accepting that fiat no more. Yeah, they going.
Mm.
They done.
Yeah.
It's a wrap for them, yo.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. And Allah prepares for us all. Even prepares for them. Allah say you wrong, bro. You gonna say you right? Allah saying you wrong? So you gonna go up against that energy. You think you could beat that energy that brought you here.
Mhm.
You crazy. I can't beat divine law. You ain't fixing to get me to even wrap my mind around that idea. Not now. Well, maybe you could have got me as a Negro, black, and color, but you ain't getting that out of me now.
Mhm.
So you wasting your time. Y'all in trouble, man. Love
Yep.
don't love hate anymore. Love don't love hate no more. Love. Hate
Right.
destroys.
Right.
Y'all in trouble.
Islam.
Islam. I apologize. I'm ranting.
Well, it's all good, man. Sometimes you gotta get it out. The more said
I'm
the chat, get it out, yo. Just get it out.
I'm ranting right now.
It's all good. Just
But this
love,
is
bro.
how this is how I really feel though. It's not sugar coated.
I
This is
get
how
you.
I truly feel, man. I'm tired of these people, man. I really am, especially because I see the game that they're playing. They hating on love. How you gonna hate on love? Love brought you here.
Yep. Yep.
That's
And
right.
Islam.
what's the very first principle? Love.
Exactly.
Love.
You gotta have that, man. All the rest of them to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's science. That's science. That's what Prophet brought us, man. He brought us to save ourselves, man.
Right.
He came amongst us, and y'all rejected him. When he want to pull your coattail, show you what was going on. You rejecting that? Oh, you ain't rejecting it. Oh, you assassinate him, but he made the transition. He decided to do that himself. But now you want to be him, reincarnated, and you want me to follow you. You crazy. Y'all can have that dream. I like to play basketball, but I know I ain't never gonna be an NBA player. I can stop dreaming about that hoops. They can do the same. They can do the same thing. They can stop dreaming about my failure because it ain't gonna happen. You wasting your time. You too late. You steady sleeping, and you just need to lay down and close your eyes because you don't know the difference between light and day.
Hmm.
So don't waste your time when it comes to me. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your time. I know y'all are listening. Do not waste your time when it comes to me. Do not waste your time. You need to go and find something else to do. Because looking over here at me, you're looking the wrong way. You can't even, don't even come my way with the nonsense. I ain't trying to create no new wheel. I ain't doing no packages. I'm standing on national principles. Only thing I see is Prophet Noble Drew Ali and what he brought. Nothing else. That's the only thing I see. Nation state. Nation state. Nothing else. We are a nation that's been occupied by foreigners. What's so hard about that to see? That's a Star Spangled Banner. It's not a flag. They doing that's the battle of amnesty and commerce to do business on the land. But who gave them that though? Not no Indians. Not no Nation of Islam.
Right and exact. I think
So 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 Farrakhan, I ain't forgot about you. So we deal with sellouts the way we deal with sellouts. And it ain't none of your business. Sellout. Risen Islam with all this insurance fraud nonsense.
Mm.
Nonsense. Complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. And it really does not make any sense because you're going against divine law, silly. You think you can beat divine law and you want me to help you? You crazy. I'm gonna stay on this side.
yeah.
I'm gonna stay on the handle side. Scimitar time for all you haters. Don't you hear it in my language? Don't you hear it? Scimitar time for all you haters.
Hey, Bobo.
I'm coming to get you. I am coming to get you. Haters. So you can hate all you want to. That ain't gonna save you. Because I'm sinking that boat. I'm rocking that boat. I'm rocking it. It's going down. For the simple fact, this conversation solely is not even enough. But it helps. It helps clear up the air. I'm putting it out in the air. It's gonna hit somebody antennas. It's gonna hit somebody antennas and they gonna soak it in. They're gonna think about it and they're gonna go and do some research the same way you did, Noble. The exact same way
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So they're in trouble because the clock of destiny, the writer's on the wall. Age of
yeah,
Aquarius. That's
yeah,
real
yeah.
science. Something happened last year that didn't happen. That they don't want to recognize, but they see it. But they don't want you to recognize. And that's that conjunction. Those are real planets. So they're in trouble already. They know it. They're afraid of all of us waking up at one time. They're
I
afraid of
say
that
that a
because
lot too.
they know that if all of us wake up at one time, they ain't
Hmm.
got a chance of survival. They can
Yeah,
hang it up.
yeah, yeah,
So that's why they try
yeah.
to deflect, have people afraid of recognizing national principles. When Jamal was flying his flag, flying our flag, when it came up on him, that was an indication of him not being abandoned. He recognized
Right.
national principles. Now
Some people,
Hmm.
what they doing to him right now is colored.
Yep.
They doing everything under a gangster criminal system.
yep.
And a lot of us wonder why we can't get no fair treatment when we go on those tribunals.
Right.
Because they gangsters.
Hmm.
They gangsters. They criminals.
Criminals.
Right. Right.
Faking as serving and protecting the community, doing right by us, but they actually doing the opposite. That's why so much stuff that continues to happen to us as a people. And then not only them, then you got the sellouts. They doing it too. Meek Mills, all the rest of them. That's what we need to get over as a people. Right now, I see the problem is the church. That's what I see. The problem I see is the church, Creflo Dollar, TDJ, all that nonsense got to stop. And I see those sellouts. Once people can get them sellouts in that church out the way, oh, them hybrid Europeans in trouble. Them foreigners, them peregrinists, them pilgrims, them cowboys that came in here on horse and carriage, toting buggies. They came here with nothing. They standing in the checkout line. They came here with no cash, and they're gonna leave here with no credit. Their barcodes are showing. That's a corporation.
Yeah.
And they're in debt already.
Yes,
Gas is rising.
yes, yes. Them Chinese, them Manchurians, they want substance for substance. And guess what? Guess what the nationals want?
Yeah.
Substance for substance. Because you came here with nothing and you gonna leave with nothing.
Social Security fraud.
You gonna leave with nothing. You came here with nothing. You came here begging and pleading. And because of love, because of love of divine law, we gave them our hand in friendship.
Right.
And what they do, they turn around and try to be us now. No, you can't be me, man. You got to be yourself. And whatever comes out of you being yourself, then that's just what it is. You shouldn't be mad at that. You should still be happy. You got life, man. But I'm not gonna allow you to be me, and then I be dead without life. And then you mistreat me. Nah, I won't. Yeah, some of it is our fault, especially once we get told what's going on and we decide to drop the wheelbarrow on the ground and don't pick the stuff up or deal with it. It's overwhelming. I can't deal with it. I can't count to four. You reach me can't count to four. Stop it. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Stop rejecting yourself. Love yourself. Why you hate yourself so much?
Hmm.
Why you hate yourself so much when you the founder of civilization on this planet? All life come through your mother. She even gave you life. Why you hating that? Why you hating that, man? I can't see it. Anyway, again, I just want to thank Divine Law, man, for this opportunity to share my thoughts with the panel. I'm venting right now. I needed to get it out. I'm so glad you
I know.
put the link down there.
We know, boy. We know.
I'm so glad you put the link down there, man. I had, especially after I saw that picture of them women on that bus. Man, I damn near lost. I damn near got really, really mad, man. I got really, really mad.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
I got really, really mad, man. Honestly, after I saw those pictures on that bus, man, I'm saying, really? So my mom up and down in public like that with her tail hanging out for everybody to see her beauty. No, bro. Nah, man, somebody need to slap the taste out of your mouth. Slap some sense back into you or something, man. If that don't happen, bro, you really think you can carry a baby in your stomach? You really think you can carry a baby in your stomach? Nas X. You really think you can carry a baby in your stomach? Nas X. See how they playing? They want to be the one to be able to bring life into this world. That's not you. You're a pair of falling ovaries, bro. You can't carry no babies and no testicles. Your nut sack. What's wrong with you? You can't carry a baby in your nut sack. That's where your testicles at right now, right? Your ovaries, they was in your stomach, they fell down to your testicles. You know that, right, Nas X? You know that, right, Bishoprik? You know that, right, the Pope? You know you can't carry a baby in your stomach, right, Creflo Dollar? TD Jakes? You know you can't carry a baby in your stomach. So stop the nonsense. Oh, yeah, I had a lot. I apologize.
I'm glad you got it up.
TD Jakes got one on his meatball.
Who that said again? Say that again. What happened now?
TD Jakes got one on his meatball.
Exactly. Oh man, I can't remind me of Big Papa so much. Every time I see him, I want to say some of these pastors shouldn't be having a baby. Baby. Like for real.
Jay-Z look like Joe Campbell.
But you know what? He is a camel. You need to stop all that piggybacking junk.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm just laughing right now, y'all. Thank you. I feel so much better though, man. Honestly.
That's good, boy. That was good. That means we did our
Thank
job
you,
today.
man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Again, that's why. Again, let me just reiterate. Thank you for setting this platform up and dispensing what you know is true. Thank you, man, for being honest with me. Ashe.
Islam, Ashe. Islam, brother, you got any closing remarks?
Hey, Grand Sheet, like I say, man, you something else, man. You putting it out for the prophet. And I hope the prophet looking at this, man.
You know he is.
Yeah,
appreciate all of it.
It's a whole different millennium, all these dirty morals who doing this, the scimitar is just coming for their neck.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time. And y'all can see every time they be exposed, all that package selling stuff, they can't do it no more. They get anal retentive, man. They get big bad, man. They just start making up all kinds of lies. What his name? DJ. What his name is?
Oh,
DJ.
Atum.
Yeah,
Atum.
The Indian.
Man,
He did too.
he made so many lies when he couldn't sell no more packages. I was laughing, yo.
Yeah, he got a new platform, right? Indian Atumbe.
I was
Yeah.
laughing, man. How you gonna wear that title? Stop playing with yourself, bro. And then talking about you an Indian. No, you a Mason, you an Indian. You really? Your blood. Man, stop it, man. Stop it. You sound like a crayon box. A box of Fruit Loops, all them colors in it.
You know
Stop
that
it.
you know that thing that be at church, but they say they like
What's that? Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm gonna just pretend like I ain't hear Cujo say ask me to close the remarks. I ain't really want this to close yet.
a damn bullhorn.
Well, I'm gonna have to let y'all go. I know. We got other things to do in our life. Can't just be more all the time.
Yeah.
That's sarcasm at its finest. At its finest. I can't remove my belly button. That's gonna stay with me till I'm gone. I can't remove it. And I get that from my mama. She's a more. I'm a more. Without a shadow of a contradiction. Without no doubt.
Yeah.
So all you haters, hate all you want to. But I already know that your day is here. Your day is here because my language changing, my concepts are changing, my views are changing. I'm aligning myself with truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aligning myself with truth. And I can see you outside of truth. You ain't protected. You done took yourself away from the true protection that you could ever get. That's divine law. You took yourself out of that because you want to be a Fruit Loop box, colored in a Fruit Loop box.
That's what these rappers too.
Cujo, man, please don't leave us. Man, I feel so good right now, yo. I was able to vent, honestly. I feel so much better right now, man. I don't even want to let it go.
That's what's up.
I don't even want to let it go, honestly.
It's
I
like
gotta let I gotta let it go. I can't be a more all the time, right?
You
Sarcasm at its finest again.
you gotta get brother Tahid's contact. Y'all could go in for 50 hours.
All right. We're gonna make it 55. We're gonna make it 55, Cujo, since that's a good number. We're gonna make it 55 hours.
Islam to all the Moors worldwide.
Islam. I love you,
long.
Mom. I love you, Mom. Thank you, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, for bringing me science, man, reconnecting me to the love of life.
Always. It's long.
Islam.
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 Islam. Islam.
Honors to the Prophet.
I
Honors
love y'all guys,
to all
man.
the mothers worldwide.
Long to the Mobises.
That's
Supreme
right.
honors to the Prophet.
Supreme honors.
Islam was.
Thank you again, Ashe.